Hey, it's Alecia Stringer here, and it's another devotional, as I call them, showing your heart with the Lion's Den as well. And this is about having one's heart in the right place when you're feeling that anxious feeling, and you're understanding how to communicate in the right way and being a Christian. So this sermon, I was writing some notes down, had a lot of ideas that helps me put my perspective in the right way. And so hopefully maybe some of these verses and ideas can help you understand where you can place your understanding or place your priorities in the right place, right? So when you're keeping your heart right, it's really challenging when you've got some different conflicts going on. Especially you want to stay focused as being a Christian, right? So I like the verses shared here. It's Proverbs 13:3. He that keepeth the mouth keepeth his life, but he that openeth wide his lips shall have destruction. I know I'm reading King James Version here. So what part of your speech is correct? If the goal of being a Christian is to speak in truth and love, you can also have a decaying effect, and you need to make sure that you are always using your speech in the right way. So I like Ephesians 4:29. Let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth, which is good to use in the edifying and may minister grace into the heaven. So give grace to those who hear, and notice the result of some of the unwholesome words. God can grieve. It can either build you up or it can be destroying. And so always ask yourself, is my speech correct or is it pleasing? And so what was actually said or what was intended? And the words, all words do have meanings. So you have to listen and just don't assume the words, right? So here's some questions and guidelines maybe to use and some verses to study to help you understand, are your words being pleasing or are they being correct, right? Are they being helpful to others, right? James 3:6 says, and the tongue is fire in the world of iniquity, so the tongue among our members, that it defile the whole body, and set it on fire to the course of nature, and set the fire of hell. It grieves God to have that destroying language in our lives, and a Christian really doesn't want to have anything to do with it. So like in Ephesians 4:31, let all bitterness and wrath and anger and clamor and evil speaking put away from you, and malice, when God just destroys those types of things. And in James 3:9-10, therefore be blessed we by God, even the Father, therefore curse all men which are made after the similitude of God. Out of the same mouth proceedeth blessing and cursing. My brethren, these things ought not to be. And in Proverbs 17:4-5, a wicked doer giveth heed to false lips, and a liar giveth ear to a naughty tongue. Whosoever mocketh the poor reproacheth maker, and he that is glad at calamities shall not be unpunished. And Proverbs 16:28, a forward man soweth strife, a whisperer separates chief friends. I love the Proverbs in here. But when it says in Matthew 5:22, what I say to you, but whoever is angry and his brother without a cause shall be in danger of judgment. Whoever says to his brother shall be in the danger of the council, but also say, thy fool is in danger of hellfire. We always should have our guard up and get in the habit of stopping and asking yourself, what am I accomplishing with the words I am speaking? Very powerful. Decaying on the corrupt should keep the mouth shut, right? There's no point. Proverbs 1:22, how long, the simple ones, don't you love simplicity? And then the scorners delight in the scorning, and fools hate knowledge. The position of pride cast down, or something simple, like in Proverbs 21:24. Proud and haughty scorner his name, who dealeth in proud wrath. So own up to your words and speak from a place of pride. Read 2 Peter 3 as well. In Proverbs 26:18-19, a madman who casteth firebrands, arrows, and death. So then the man deceiveth his neighbor and said, am I not in sport? Sarcasm can also be funny to the one that said it, but it can also correct speech. So cleverness is elating itself, and you always have to be careful when you're having this playful speech. So know how to position the right way, because Colossians 3:8, but now put off all these things, anger, wrath, malice, blasphemy, filthy communication out of your mouth. So how do you use your speech with those that come around your life? Family, Christian family, relationships. I like Galatians 5:14. For the law is fulfilled in one word, even in this, thou shalt love the neighbor as thyself. And Ephesians 4:2. With all lowliness and meekness and long-suffering, forbearance one another in love, speak in a way that honors others. Always. My favorite chapter in the Bible, Romans 12:10. Be kindly affectionate to one another, brotherly love, and honoring and preferring one another. And you can share more of this, maybe with your spouses and stuff. 1 Peter 3:7. Particularly says this one, unlike ye husbands, dwell with them according to the knowledge, giving honor unto the wife as the weaker vessel, and being heirs together of grace of life, that your prayers not be hindered. Honor and respect relate one another, speech consistent with respect. How do you talk about your spouse to others? And how to always hold up the other one in honor. It's easy not to do. When you do that, it's more prideful. So it's easy to put down others just to build yourself up. 1 Corinthians 4:13. Being defamed and treat, we are made into the filth of the world, and all scoring all the things of this day. Have you ever felt attacked? The apostles were attacked all the time, and even demeaned and slandered. So instead of bringing fire with fire, bring peace. Like in 2 Corinthians 7:14, for I have boasted anything to him of you, I am not ashamed, but we speak all things in truth, even so our boasting, which I made before Titus. It is found truth. Speaking positively with your brother. And the last one, 1 Peter 2:1, wherefore laying aside all malice, can't say it, and the guile, hypocrites and envies and all speakings. So learning about all of these different ways that your speech can be corrupt, always challenge the words before you soil the lips, right? Glorify God with all of his words. And this was from the sermon today at Murphy Road Church of Christ. And so you can also check more of my posts and devotions inside of aleciastringer.com. And make sure that you are thinking about before you speak. Always remember the old classic childhood. If you're really mad, hold your breath for 10 seconds before speaking. And it always makes you think before you speak the wrong thing that you're going to regret later, because you can't take that back. And I thought this was a pretty powerful lesson to reflect on and go back to really understanding how words are so powerful in our lives. And you want to always ask yourself, are your words always helping others and edifying them, and no matter what you do? So I hope this was helpful to you, and putting those words in the right perspective when you're anxious and you're not understanding how you're feeling. Just make sure you're always being edified to others. So if this was helpful to you, please like and share, and I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching.